today is another busy day ahead of us. So thank you everyone for participating. Thank you so much to the Romanian Cybersecurity Directorate for making possible this event in collaboration with the Romanian National Coordination Center and the National Association for Information Systems Security, also in collaboration with the European Union Agency for Cybersecurity and the European Cybersecurity Competence Center. My name is Miruna Mihailovic. I am a journalist, news anchor with Euronews Romania. It is my great privilege and honor to be here in front of you today as well. Well, we have a lot of esteemed guests these days, and I would like to welcome onto the stage one of them now. It is Mr. Thorsten KRUEGER, the Vice President of Data Protection, DACH, BeNeLux, CE and CIS, Thales. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Does it work? Yeah. I don't know who the young man over there is, but yeah, should be me. You know, when you realize that you're getting old is when you need a script to think about what you want to talk about in 10 minutes, and you need glasses to read it, because otherwise the script is useless. That's where I am today. So good morning, everybody. Hope you can hear me. Good to have 10 minutes together. I want to talk a bit about what we see in the cloud and what our company is doing to support customers in that content. So yeah, there's a lot of movement to the cloud, obviously. We all know this. Customers are using the cloud to driving their digital success. They use it, analytic tools, to improve the customer engagement. They use just the scalability, flexibility the cloud is providing. You know, they want to go faster to market. So there are obviously many use cases. You probably you know, have same initiatives going on. Nothing really new. But I looked at a statement from Gartner recently, and they say that by 2025, 85% of the organizations will have a cloud-first initiative, a cloud-first strategy. So that's next year. Yeah. And we all know cloud is growing, and we all know it's more and more. We can read statistic, but the number kind of shocked me a little bit, I must say, because 85% of organization, that's a lot. So there's a lot of movement going to the cloud. And obviously this comes also with, you know, with risks and challenges. Yeah? We're moving more secure data or data which needs to be secure, sensitive data to the cloud. We're moving more identities to the cloud. You know, many more SaaS applications which need to be authenticated in a safe way. You want to make sure only people who should access them will access them. There's more applications in the cloud. So I guess you imagine where I'm going to. It's a much more increase in complexity. So it's more APIs to manage, of course, which comes with greater risks. I get to that point in a second again. It's less visibility of the data stored. I meet again very often customers who on some applications, some initiatives really don't know where their data is stored, which is a concern. Of course, if you do this, and there was a lot of discussions yesterday and will be today, you know, you need to meet privacy laws and regulations for that. And there's a lot of lack of control you might have in these initiatives you need to deal with. You might use encryption, but what about your encryption keys? And automatically, if we think about all these initiatives, the topic of digital sovereignty is coming up. And then I want to really re-emphasize that it's not about, you know, oh, you're going to a service provider, you're doing these projects, and then it's a trust question. It's a question of digital sovereignty. I think it's not about not trusting the cloud providers. Of course, you know, AWS and so on, the colleagues, all these companies are trustworthy companies. There's no question about. I think digital sovereignty is more a question of responsibility and governance. So it's really important for me that companies understand they remain accountable for, you know, what they're doing in the cloud. And another one statement I want to take from Gartner here, which I read not long ago, is they say that 99% of all breaches which are happening in a cloud scenario is because of a mistake from the user side. It's a misconfiguration. So it tells us two things. First, the hyperscalers in the world doing a pretty good job in securing their infrastructure. Okay. Probably much better than many companies could do on their own locally. And secondly, the issue is really coming from the users. And that needs to be in the head of the CIOs of the companies and government organizations. They stay responsible for the data and the services they use in the cloud. And this is what it's what we are thrilled to work on. It's in my division at Thales, what we work on is helping customers to secure these migrations, these projects. We have two platforms and or three basically we're supporting there. It's a data security platform, an application solution, and we do identity access management. So we help customers with encryption tools and key management. And I'll get back to the second. We have integrated the company Imperva, which we have acquired recently. So there's a lot of application security, DDoS protection we can help customers with, etc. And then we have a complete suite of identity access management, if it's PKI-based, token-based, whatever secret you want to use to really authenticate users, customers securely to these services without going too much in details. And encryption is not a new technology, it's thousands of years old, right? And many companies are using this, and it's proven to be a very powerful tool. But what is not always on the top of the mindset of customers, what we see is the topic about key management. So where do I put my encryption keys? Some people just don't want to think about this, but an example I use is you have a house with some valuables in it, you put a good door in front of it, you put a good door lock in it. Would you share the keys with everybody? You know, take the key whenever you want. You want to have the key with you. You don't want to have everybody being able to get to your secrets, and that's kind of the idea behind. So we have a data-centric focus. We focus to secure the data itself, and then wherever you move it, whatever you do it, the data itself is secured. So it's think about your a CIO, if you're not already, or if you're not one, and you have a breach, and your team calls you on Sunday evening, said, "Boss, we got breached," and you have to go to the press the next day, make a statement, what happened, and you say, yes, we had that breach, but all the data we had was encrypted. The keys are separated, stored in hardware, whatever. The attacker can't do anything with the data. Or you have got the same scenario. You haven't encrypted your data, or you have encrypted, and the key is with the encryption, and then everything is in clear. I mean, really two very different scenarios, and you can choose where you want to be in. So that's is part of our solutions we do with at Thales. We really focus on a breach acceptance rather than a breach prevention. So customers should not only think about what can I do to get breached. We foster a thinking about breach acceptance. Think about ignore all the perimeter security. I mean, you need to do it. Don't get me wrong, but ignore it. Think about a scenario. Okay, what if? Where do I stand if I have a problem in my infrastructure, in my configuration? Where do I stand? What can I do now if that scenario happens, that I'm secure? So that's what we're standing for in my division at Thales, protecting identities, data, and application. And happy to dig deeper into these topics, either on the panel session in a few minutes or throughout the day. We're here and happy to discuss further. And that's me done. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.